Today I want to show you the one thing that you can do with any drone in any place to make your footage look amazing. Hey, my name's Jake and I create content here to help solo creators on the go. So I test and review lots of drones, cameras, lenses in places like this in Alaska, and I give you tips and tutorials on how to use them so you can tell better stories. If that's something that interests you, consider subscribing. I often get accused of cheating because of the epic locations and backdrops that I get to shoot in. And yeah, I kind of do, because when you live in a place like this where everything looks amazing and epic, you better believe I'm going to use it to full advantage. Not to say you still don't have to work hard to capture great drone shots, because I do. I work hard, I hike and I travel, and it takes a lot out of me to get to a lot of these locations. But yeah, if I'm going to pay that sort of price, especially living here in the winter, you better believe I'm going to take full advantage of it. But there is one thing you can do in any location, in any place, using any drone to make your drone footage look really good. So the question is, what happens if I'm not in Alaska? So what happens when I'm not in Alaska, surrounded by mountains and glaciers and these epic locations that I fly to or hike to or kayak to? Can I still make it look good? Can it still be made to look good? The answer is yes. And the key to that is lighting. The one thing you need to do to make any location look good, or look better at least, is get and use the proper lighting. You need the right lighting to be specific, and that comes down to the time of day. So here I am in North Carolina filming for something, and I wanted to show you the difference it can make between the times of day that you film, whether it's the midday sun or a little later during what we call golden hour. And this is where the golden rule of golden hour comes in. A while back, photographers and videographers figured out that if you film the hour before sunset or the hour after sunrise, you get the best lighting. And it does a couple of different things. One, it creates contrast. Contrast is great because it makes everything look better. You get one side of an object or one facet of an object that's well lit by lighting, and then the other side that has shadow. And contrast adds a lot of depth, it adds a lot of interest and detail to your shots. The other thing this does is it changes the temperature, because as the sun gets lower on the horizon, it changes the temperature of the light, which makes it look better. You get this nice, beautiful golden light, and that makes almost anything look much better than if you were to film it in the midday sun. AKA, this is the best time of day to film. So here I am filming in the midday sun. Everything looks kind of flat, a little bit boring, not a lot of contrast, not a lot of depth, not a lot of detail, because you're filming in this really harsh midday sun. But if we wait a few hours and film as the sun starts to go down, then everything starts to change dramatically. You'll notice all of the shadows and the contrast start to bring out detail and interest to a place that before was just kind of flat and boring, but now all of a sudden there's much more interesting things. And then if you film toward the sun, you get even better, because then you start to add lens flares, which not all lens flares are bad. Yes, some of them can be, but in these case, I actually really like the way these look, and it adds interest again and detail. Then if you pick an interesting subject and place it between you and the sun, and you're filming toward the sun, you get what we call backlighting, which in sunset looks absolutely incredible and will make almost any subject, even the most boring subjects, look spectacular. And this is the one thing, the one rule you can follow to make any location, any subject material look amazing. Film it during that golden hour, the hour after sunset, sunrise, or the hour before sunset. And I guarantee you will notice that your photos and your video improve dramatically simply because of the contrast and the lighting changes that happen during those moments. But now I've got to go jump on a plane. So if you want to see more ways to improve your drone video photography, click or tap right there, put together a playlist. I'll see you in one of those videos. As always, if you have questions, ask me in the comments below or join my live stream that happens most Wednesday nights at 4 p.m. Alaska time, 8 p.m. Eastern. I'll see you again soon in the next video. Cheers.